Hey guys, today we are going to take upon this Xbox 360 and clean it out. Oh, I already cleaned out the outside, but it's gonna be a whole mess. It looks like there's water damage. I turned it on, it does work. So we gotta glove up. The last two times I opened a 360, I never gloved up. The first 360 was fine. It was lightly dusted. The second 360 was badly dirty, just like this one. So I'm not gonna be surprised when this one doesn't even come with a hard drive cover. 256. So look at that, it's already dirty right there. Can you see the insides? Nope, but there's a bunch of dirt. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. There's literal dust trying to come out. So I'm pretty sure I could just do this with nails. Actually, we got extra tools. Okay, take that top off and just start. So I'm pretty sure you start removing these side skirts. Oh, it's already. Oh my lord. It's fighting. Let's actually start from the bottom here. And I pushed it back in. Okay, that's alright. These always have a weak point. This is probably not the right way to do it, but I generally don't care. Because I can use the other 360. Yes, the hard drive cover is already missing when I got this. Come on. Come on, you idiot. Let's speedrun this. My gosh. So I lay most of my stuff on my carpet when I'm fixing it, but this one is gonna definitely need something to put on because I'm not putting all that on my carpet. Oh, oh, oh. The other one wasn't this bad. That's a whole desert. Alright, so now that we have confirmed that you have to remove these, it's gonna fight with me again. So I took this off and I don't have any words for this, but here's a warning for anyone that gets really disgusted. Anyone that's eating right now, I warn you. I warned you. That is disgusting. Really disgusting. That's really bad. This is why I had the gloves, guys. The second one wasn't even this bad. This is something else, man. This is just something else. No. My Amazon tool that I got in the really cheap iPhone battery kit. No. It's... No. That's... Oh, that's flexing. It ate it, and now it's in there. Oh my... I don't want to use my iFixit tool. This is so flimsy. It's not gonna work. And yeah, I bent it. I don't have any help from this thing. If you break, it's been a good run. I can't take it off. Let's take this off first. You know what? I'm pretty sure it was this. I had to take this off first. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. But this does come in 2 pieces. All right. Yeah, I'll put this aside here. What is that? What is that pink stuff? All right. Remove that. And I think we tried to remove the front cover. Unplug that. And take the back part like this. And it should be inside the 360. Before we do anything, let's free up that card. Hit it with this. Okay. Oh, look at that. I just got a peek inside of here and oh, what is that? What is that? Oh, that does not... Oh, wait. No, that does not come off. Oh. 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 This goes on here. Let's just put it like that for now. I've never seen an Xbox this dirty. But next up. This is genuinely so easy. Like that. Just bent it. So, cool. Oh, wow. Wowie. Okay. Oh. Wait. What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? Is there a screw under here or something? Is this the warranty seal? For Microsoft, if you've been in here. This is a warranty. That genuinely concerns me. Anyways, let's take all the big screws, which is these black ones, out. These hold in the top case. I should be using my other screwdriver, but it's too late now. There's like 5, right? Yeah, there's 5, I'm pretty sure. Took my bit. All right. This top case should be free. If not, oh, wait. Shouldn't have it been free already? Let me go sit down. All right. Okay, we don't want this separating, but it's not wanting to come out in my terms. Yep. Oh, my port. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to watch this underwater, guys. No kidding. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. I signed up for this and I gotta finish the job. I was gonna honestly just leave this in my garage, deal with it later on, but honestly I saw the hard drive had some good stuff on it, so I just said screw it and we're jumping in. And I totally regret that now because this thing is absolutely dirty. Unplug that. Unplug this right here. And it's it's going all over the place, guys. There's our DVD drive. And this one is a I don't know who manufactured this one. Philips and Life Digital Solutions. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. You can, on these models, you can actually remove the NAND. The one that I have, you can't remove this. And basically, if your NAND dies and it's soldered on the board in that model, you can't take it off. This one you can't take it off. It's a few years older than the other one, which I'm glad if the NAND ever dies, I can just open it back up and just disconnect the NAND, the storage. When the console has inbuilt storage, they're most likely gonna die. So yeah, pretty sure that's on there. But yeah. So now let's, okay, no, not flip it over. We're gonna take this front piece off. Now, probably this is the part where I'm gonna pause the video and just time lapse it, because this is just common law knowledge. Basically, you gotta take off all these screws. So yeah. Okay, now we can take this off. What? This model has a organizer? What? Look at that. This model has an organizer for all the cables. The other one doesn't have that. The model that I currently am using, it's a actual one that was made in 2013. This model right here was made in 2010. So, as you can see, manufactured in 2010. So, now we actually need to take this thing out. Everything will be washed with water most likely, except the parts that have electronics on them. This will have to get separated too, because I will wash this in water. So how do you separate these is basically you just gotta take these clips. Look at that. I'll do it later. Actually, I just pushed it out and it just clearly works. This one, actually, you just gotta just pull it off. Like, well, yeah. But here's the cover. This will be cleaned. These will be cleaned in water. This will be cleaned with isopropyl alcohol. And, oh, okay. Okay, let's actually wash those in water first, which I'm not gonna record because I can't really have a camera set up in the bathroom. I can, but I just don't feel like recording all of that because it's kind of pointless. But I am going to clean them and then dry them. Okay, we are back and I have cleaned most of the parts. The only parts I have left is the ones like this that has the electronic. Wow, it's really messed up because they're not supposed to fall out like that. Mostly the electronic parts. So yeah, that's the only parts, but I am going to be cleaning this out, and after that I'm going to be cleaning the parts singly. So first we're going to try to take this fan off. So that was actually pretty easy because most of the time this thing comes out with the whole connector, but the connector came off. The whole thing comes off. Like, take this off and it just leaves you behind with the, okay, so this is where the tricky part, where I have to, this is the part where I absolutely hate, because this thing is kind of hard taking it off, the X clamp. I'm pretty sure Xbox finally stopped using the X clamp on the Xbox Series X and S. I'm pretty sure they use like the PlayStation style one. Like the PlayStation style one, which is 100% better because this thing genuinely sucks to take off and put back on. It genuinely sucks. On my Xbox One, I had to be really careful because that's the only one that I have that's mostly up to date and I can actually play online with friends. Okay. We have taken the X clamp off. Now time to reveal that thermal paste. So let's see that thermal paste in 3, 2, 1. That is crusty. Really crusty. Oh, that's dirty. That's really dirty. Let's put that aside. And let's mostly worry about the motherboard. Let's actually take everything that's removable off this motherboard. Look how clean that is compared to the other side. And yeah, here is the Xbox 360. That's actually cool because it says Xbox 360 on that. That one says 2. But here it is, your motherboard covered with dust. Look how clean it's supposed to be, and look at this side. Okay, now that we have given the desk a nice wipe down, let's clean that thermal paste. All right, that's gonna be very simple. And look at the motherboard. Look how clean this thing came out. Look how clean. Now it's not gonna be perfect, but it is perfect enough that it's not gonna cause any problems. As you can see, there's dirt, but it's whatever. All right, we're back, and this is gonna be a pretty simple job. What I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna put icy purple on the napkin, and then we're just gonna scrub away that chip. This logo. So just zooming in. Wait, is that all the zoom? This one? I forgot. This phone doesn't really have a lot of zoom. You know what? It doesn't actually zoom in all the way. I'm recording, I think, on the other phone, because right now I'm not even using my 16. I'm using the iPhone actually. I didn't want to take out the Sony camera for this because it was gonna get a mess and I was gonna get on the camera, and I didn't want that, so I'll just choose the iPhone because it's an iPhone. It allows itself to be abused. Anyways, look at that. That's clean. Now we gotta clean the heatsink and the fan. Listen to that hard drive. Okay, now it's gonna be time to put all this back apart. That's just dust. I'm gonna vacuum here soon. It's time to. Oh, one more thing. We gotta do is clean the thermal paste off of this thing, because everything else got cleaned except for the thermal paste. Oh, that's crusty. Oh, that thermal paste got stuck on. That's like paint basically now. It's basically like paint. Zoom in. We gotta do a zoom in shot. So I think I might just put all the rest of this TM30. Make a Z. And that's the end of this thermal paste. That's the end of it. I gotta buy new thermal paste now because this is the thermal paste I've been using for laptops, a bunch of stuff, and I don't want to. Now, I genuinely forgot how the fan goes on. We're just gonna put it like that. And then here's the part where I absolutely hate, but this Xbox has not been giving me too many problems. Putting the X clamp back on and hoping it stays. There we go. There we go. There we go. We have the heatsink on. Finally. All right. Next up is gonna be our fan, which, as you can see, lines up with these two screw holes. So, and I know I did it right because the screw holes align how I did them originally. So we're gonna switch back to the Phillips, and we're just, this is kind of tricky because they're not actual holes. They're just like something part of this, like the heat sink. So you just gotta like really like find their way in somehow. It's very tricky. Once you find the way in though, it's gonna be absolutely nice. And there we go. There's our heat sink installed. We plug in our wire, and now we gotta get the chassis of this thing. All right, so here we are, and we have the chassis right here. We just dry it up just in case if there's any liquid. I'm going to be removing this because this generally looks ugly, and it's just gonna stay. Yeah, it's Microsoft, all right. Microsoft doing Microsoft things. And it's now kind of a little bit sticky, so let's see if we can try to remove some. It's stuck on there. Of course, the warranty is not gonna work. If I try to do a warranty claim right now, they're gonna immediately say no because they don't have Xbox 360s no more. You don't have them. But as you can see, so much cleaner except for that right there, which I couldn't get rid of for some reason. But anyways, let's just throw. All right, I grabbed it by the parts I'm not supposed to grab it, but actually let's put this thing on first, which is basically the whole identification of the whole console. It's basically the ID of the console. Without this, it's technically not a real console, I guess. But there it is. It's on there. Now we can proceed with putting the motherboard inside. There we go. It sits flat, it seems like. So now let's put our screws in. Okay, this is starting to look like an actual 360, and it doesn't even look like it was that dirty to begin with. We're just missing this piece right here. I'm kind of thinking if I should take it off or not, so I don't have to reopen it. I'm gonna leave it on for now. Stick on there. This thing doesn't generally click. There's nothing. It's just those like padding things that hold it down. But really, yeah. All right. So, yeah, as you can see, it almost looks like a regular old 360. It doesn't look like nothing happened to it. Like, yeah. So we need to get the plastic piece right here. It's being dry right now, but if it doesn't dry with a hair dryer, then the resort is I'm gonna have to rob one from my old 360E and put it in here. Good news. I just took off the rubber off of that and it just worked. So yeah. I don't have to open another Xbox or nothing. I just heavily just took all that off. So yeah. let's just place this in here. As you can see, it's gonna move a little, but who genuinely cares? I think that also created a seal so the air wouldn't come out there, but it's whatever. The air actually comes out from the sides of the console, which I never knew that. I thought it always came out from the top. But no, the 360 always has sucked in the air and it blows it out. I thought it always sucked the air from the sides and then blew it out, which I never knew that. So yeah, these DVDs always have the weak side there. My other 360, they broke like that. So yeah. All right, there we are in. This one will go on top, straight like that. All right, cool. Now let's put the front case on. Let's see, it's not the best. Actually, before I put this case on, I gotta fix this issue. We're gonna hot glue it. All right, so I have plugged it up. So let's just hope for the best. And it survived all that. Let's go. And we're in. Yeah, just the memory unit for now. But yeah, she survived. So yeah, let's put this back apart. Really, air sucking in. It's really nice. If you guys are wondering what that really big like fan noise was, that was actually the power supply. So yeah. But anyways, let's start. Actually, okay, so we actually need the top, which is completely dry. Cover that up. I feel like this top is really cheaper from than all of the Xbox 360s I have touched, but who knows. All right, let's put this back on. So you can see this hook is supposed to hook on, but genuinely, actually, let's hook it on. Why not? You can sometimes get away with by not hooking it on, but I want it to look clean. There we go. There we go. Let's cover this thing up. All right. So we flip it over back. Now this is where we're not going to use this no more. I'm going to use the big one. Big tip. And we're just going to start screwing the rest of the screws in. Now this is kind of tricky because sometimes they don't go into the hole. So this one will go in there. Didn't fight me, luckily. This one will go in here. This one didn't also fight me. Huh. This one will go in here, of course, and this one, oh, it's already fighting. Hopefully it goes in. And it went in. Yep. This one too. So these screws are what keep both the top and the chassis in place. That's why this is really long. You screw that in. Boom. This is the last time we're gonna actually use the screwdriver. So let's put it away. and I cut myself for not being careful. And that's how I get cut, guys. This whole past months, the past 2 months, I've been getting cuts on my hands because of the same reason I'm repairing tech. So there's a little bit of dust left. I just clean these with water, by the way. So yeah, but anyways, just put that back on top. Clap those in. The Xbox seal, make sure that sticks on. And look, it doesn't even look like I took it off. Doesn't look like someone's been in this Xbox. Just yank it off. Don't even try unsticking it, because that will just make it worse. Just yank it off with a back plate. You should be good. Now, as you can see, it doesn't sink in because I put hot glue on this one and that one. So we just plug it in to there. Boom, connected. Oh, that's not going in happily. That's not going in. It hates itself. Oh, because they have their own individual holes. There we go. This is actually a physical button on this model, on the newer model that was made in 2013. I don't know what motherboard that is, by the way. And I was gonna clean the ports. I didn't, so they're dirty. Anyways, yeah. Now the side panels. These panels were actually still kind of wet, but I dried them off. So we're just gonna put the Ethernet or the Wi-Fi card in. We actually do need a screwdriver for this. I lied. So this one, and we just put it in there. There we go. Now we have Wi-Fi connectivity on this thing. All right, which panel? I think this one came from this. All right, I think this is the back. The front one never has any. Yeah, this is yeah. There we go. Clicks right in. Now for this panel, this goes like that. Doesn't really want to go in there. There we go. Now for the other side, which this one is the hard drive one. So we're just gonna put this one right here, snap it in. Now for the little piece, boom, there we go. Didn't come with a cover, so yeah, you just put in the hard drive, and yeah, and that's basically all. Actually, let's just wipe it down one more time. I hope you guys like this video. Comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time in the next video. Hopefully I can get to this thing soon. A 3DS. I got this one. So yeah, it does need some work. I'm not gonna talk about it too much. So yeah. But yeah, it's slow. But yeah, this is gonna be a video real soon. It's actually the 3rd of this month, so I don't know when I'm gonna edit this video. And yes, I that's how much I walked today. So yeah. Anyways, hope you guys like this video. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. And just to show this thing genuinely works, there's my second one. Here's the main one, which is everything's connected. The HDMI is connected. And it works. It works fine. Nothing wrong with it. It's gotta load a little bit longer because there's profiles, a lot of profiles. But yeah. Anyways, yeah. And yeah, that thing was just being weird, I guess. Because now it's opening fine. I'm not gonna main this one until that one starts glitching really bad with the NAND. So yeah. But yeah. Works. Let me just show you. This game came with the console actually. That actually reads something. Come on. Play game. It's loading, as you can see. But yeah, it works. It works. See, it works. So it's whatever. It works. So, anyways, hope you guys like this video. So yeah, see you guys in the next one.